Good morning. Well, everything is sort of wet. It was a very humid night and sort of cold. At one side I was sweating under my sleeping bag, at the other side I was freezing, and it was cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, warm. Not really pleasant. Now everything is wet. There isn't sun here at the moment, so I cannot try it, and I have to pack it wet, which is not that good, but well, it is like this. Here in this corner of the national park you can rent luxury little tiny houses. Sometimes they are built more or less complete out of glass, and it's really nice. Not good. My map shows little streets like this one, but if you follow it, then it will end after 500 meters, and it's really bad. Not for walking, but for my hiking cart, it's really bad. So unfortunately I have to hike back where I came from. So the first 2.5 kilometers I was hiking, I did for nothing. No, not really for nothing. I saw the beautiful landscape and the park, and so I will hike back now, going to another street, and then follow this one in direction of Slovenia. I am on the love route. Okay, I'm very excited. I just translated that with the app, and it told me that this means as no cars allowed, exception to Rhodos. Well, I guess the red and white signs are marking the border between Hungary and Slovenia. So, another major step. Ta-dum, ta-dum. Hello Slovenian. Look at this, looks nice, a hut, fireplace, everything here you need. It's a really nice place here. They have got a hut, a fireplace. They explained the situation between former Yugoslavia and Western Europe. And if I wouldn't have a date in 2 days, I would stay here for another night. Here the white things are the remains of where the fence was, and this was the exact border between Yugoslavia and Western Europe. Now I'm in Slovenia, and this is part of former Yugoslavia. And a couple of years ago I traveled with my husband to Croatia and to Bosnia, and I was very sad and very shocked that the results of the war are still visible. And for example, you cannot hike through the forests because they are all over landmines. in Bosnia, and you see there, I don't know, so many villages without people, but you can find all the from the guns. You can find their rests and all those things, and it's really terrible. And even in Sarajevo, you see the results of the shootings all over. And when I came back, I started to do a research because I couldn't remember who started the war and what was the reason for. And I found a BBC story, 6 parts on YouTube. I don't know the English title. In German, it was Tito's Heritage. Yeah. And it's one of the best documentaries I ever seen, because they had even the good ones and the evil ones in front of the camera, and everyone was telling his perspective, and so you got a really good picture who started all of it, who suffered, and all those things. And well, it was Serbia, and it was everything around. One of the reasons was Kosovo, and any fucked up holy battlefield from 400 years ago. It's just stupid. The first 2 things I notice here in Slovenia are the possibilities for pedestrians. Look at this, and it are not like this in Hungary. And listen, yes, these are chicken, but besides, no mentally disturbed dogs. I'm so happy. I am 2 kilometers behind the border, and you can see immediately how much better the people live here. Did I say something about no mentally sick dogs? I take that back. Do you hear this? No dogs at all. Here you can live. She left the car and she went shopping without turning off the engine. So, 5 Minuten. I really don't know how much a liter benzene is in Slovenia, but as long you have got people like her, it's too cheap. So nice. I was just looking around for a place where I could turn up my tent, and then all of a sudden a woman came in her car, and when she heard that I'm not a Slovenian, she told me just in a broken English, "You come to me, eat, drink," and gave me the house number, and well, now I'm on my way, and maybe she can help me with a place to sleep too. Well, I was invited all of a sudden, and now we are sitting here together. The neighbors are here, and we are eating together. Let me introduce you to Erika and her family and neighbors. And we are sitting here and we're having dinner together, and I was asking her what's the name of the food.
Nothing special, Mario. This is nothing special.
You said it's a special thing, eating potatoes and buttermilk.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
This
A
is
little meat.
traditional,
Little meat.
very old essen.
Ja.
In Goričko, ne?
Ja.
Krumpše pa vsedeno mleko, ne?
Aha.
Ja. For evening, or, you know?
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you
And-
so much for inviting me. So can
Nema, ba Eva, ne?
Lepo dala je. Ne.
Ne, ne.
Prima in notte
Eva,
porti tao
Eva ne,
bianco.
Eva.
Evo.
Tao ne-